Bruce Grescyk Jr., Grescyk Farms LLC, New Hartford, Connecticut. We grow about 130 acres of vegetables, and we grow about 3/4 of an acre of greenhouse bedding plants and occasional vegetable crops in the greenhouse as well. Our farm, we're always growing, and that's one of our favorite things. We're trying to just get bigger and better every year. That's what we love doing that. About UConn Extension, I was thinking about this earlier. It's just an incredible resource where the people, they're the only people that are out there that aren't trying to sell us something. And we really like that, and it really helps us make good decisions. I really deeply appreciate everything Extension agents do for us as farms. Literally everything I'm good at, I kind of give, growing anyways, I give credit to Extension. You know, it's great to learn what the Extension specialists see in the field because they see stuff everywhere. And since they're going to so many different locations in the state, they're able to share information that, respectfully share information between all of us, which helps us to, know what works and what doesn't. Knowing what's going on other people's crops that aren't too far away. In Connecticut, you're never too far away from the next person. That's a real big benefit to growers, and it really helps me incredibly to make a lot of decisions. 3 years ago, we started using deep zone tillage. One thing we have trouble with on our home farm is we have a lot of wet soils. And this machine, what it does is it goes deeper than our conventional tillage, and it busts apart that compaction to allow it so the water can drain. We've used it on pretty much every crop we can seed with. It's saved a lot of crops, and it's made our production a lot better. The only way agriculture can be strong in this state is if we all do a really good job at it. Part of it's food safety. There's a produce rule in the Food Safety Modernization Act, which is kind of forcing farms of our size to comply with food safety. It was scary not knowing anything about it, plus we had also wanted to achieve a GAP certification for, which is a certain marketing group that has a food safety program you can voluntarily be part of. I figured the best way to do it is to learn how to teach it, is the best way to learn how to do it for ourselves. And I've always been really good about, I'm very open with other farmers. I'm happy to talk to anybody about just growing stuff, because once again it gets back to my theory of if we're all good at it, it helps agriculture in general. The greenhouse IPM program has greatly improved the quality of what I'm growing and just gotten me kind of into the 21st or whatever we're in century. It's worth it, do it. There's just no bones about it. The western flower thrip is our nemesis in the greenhouse. I decided to switch to using a beneficial mite called the cucumerous mite. And we particularly favor them where they come in these little sachets. Probably 90% of our insecticide applications prior to using these were for trying to kill western flower thrips. And there's nothing worse than spraying stuff and not having it die, and if anything, it just wasn't really helping any natural enemies that happen to be in the greenhouse. It was just overall, it was an unsuccessful practice. We also have food in our greenhouses, so it limits some of what we can do. We're focused on using these instead, and quite frankly, they work better than any chemical we've ever had. It greatly reduced our pesticide usage and just overall spray time, which is, time is probably our biggest asset. You only have so much time in a growing season, almost so much daylight, and when you're spending time doing a weekly spray rather than just doing it based off of observations, it's an incredible time saver. In the end, it's actually much more economical and better for the environment, better for me, better for the customer. I mean, it's just, everybody wins, and that's what we like. Just want to circle back to thinking Extension, and without Extension's resources, we'd be left, as I said before, we'd be left talking with nothing but salesmen to talk to and nobody to tell us legitimate scientific information that can tell us how we can make better environmental, financial, and you name it decisions. It really helps us incredibly, and we thank them for it.